Hello, beautiful stars. Welcome to today's check-in with Spirit. Let's see what guiding message that is of most significance that Spirit wants to convey for you this week. All right, so we have 3 piles for you here today. Let's start with showing you this pile. So we have this oracle and its image. We have this tarot and its image. Okay, we have this Lenormand and its image. Okay, pile 2, we have this oracle and its image, your tarot and its image. Okay, you're the Lenormand and its image. All right, in pile 3, this is your oracle and its image. Your tarot and its image. And your Lenormand and its image. Alright, lovely stars, so take a moment to ground yourself, tune into your intuition as your guides, or however you do this process, to see which pile or piles are calling out to you. And in today's reading, we'll do a little bit different. So I'm playing around with the format a little bit. Since now I'm doing mini universal readings, we're going to let these messages come a bit more organically, I would say. So we're not really going to do a specific focus area in connections, relationships, and in career and finance. I think I would be doing those in the universal messages. And if it does come out in your pile, then I will, of course, convey it. But I do want it to leave it a bit more open, a bit more organic, for Spirit just to convey it however Spirit wants to convey it. All right, so take a moment to choose your pile. You can jump straight to the reading in the timestamps down below, or you can join me in the shuffling process and the energy reading also in the timestamps down below. And I'll see you in your piles. Hello, pile ones. Welcome to your shuffling process. All right, we'll start with your main oracle here. All right, so let's see how many. Okay, we got 2 from this. And Spirit, can we please get an energy read on pile number 1, please? For most or all of those tuning into pile 1, I'm getting a combination of fun, excited, unique, a bit of fey, whimsical energy coming through. Let's see. Okay, and one more card for this oracle, please. That came out real quickly. Yeah, so most of you, yeah, kind of a playful, joyful, hearted energy. And then a portion of you, it's an interesting energy. I'm not quite sure how to describe it. Unique is the only word I have for it at the moment, but okay, so 3 cards from this then. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, unique, poignant, not quite sure how to describe this energy. Okay. And we have 2 and we have 3. Okay. But we'll see what comes through in the reading. Seems like a fun energy to me, pile number 1. So glad you're here. Okay, and from this one, just 1 card. Okay. Give 1 more good shuffle here. Right, and can we get 1 card from this oracle for pile 1, please, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, well, you get 2. Love how we have a guiding number. And then Spirit likes to pop in an extra message or 2. Alright, let's see. We want to go to your Lenormand next. Yes. Do we have a shape for number 1's Lenormand Spirit? Okay. I see a playground, but then I see primarily a teeter-totter. I think that's what it's called, right? A teeter-totter? Yeah. It's the one where it's a piece of wood, and then there's one person on one side and one person on the other, and they go back and forth. I think that's called a teeter-totter. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the image I have. Let's see. So how many cards with this teeter-totter? It's 7. Okay, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I see 6, 7 is like 2 people. The 2 people going up and down. Okay, so we start with 1 as the fulcrum or the pivot. And we'll go 2, 3, and then 4, 5, and then the 2 people here. So it is a fun energy. We want this one, but not this one. So let's see here. Actually, that should be number 4. Is that right, Spirit? Yeah. That's 4. Thank you. And that's 5. And then we need 2 more here. So yeah, we want some distance and leverage on this teeter-totter, right? 6. And then... yeah, we actually know. This one feels right. Okay. All right, so there's your teeter-totter. Let's go with fulcrum is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6, 7. Perfect. Okay, let's leave that here. And I kind of want to hold on to your tarot. Is that right, Spirit? We could get... I have a feeling we're going to need some clarification. So maybe your message is a bit more complicated than we think, or more involved, more detail. Okay, we do want to draw 5 to start with. I'm not sure what this is in regards to, but no, not this one. There we go. So let's draw 5 cards for your tarot. Pile number 1, 2. And we'll see if we want to clarify anything. 3, 4, 5. This one? No, this one. Interesting. Okay. All right. So let's leave the tarot here. All right, let me get this sorted out. Pile number 1, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, Pile 1s. Welcome to your reading. All right, so let's start out with your main oracle here. Okay, so we have decision. And I'm seeing this aligning. So you see how it's a bit skewed, but I'm seeing it aligning up with north and south, particularly more north. And it's calling me to going to your north node, which means going in alignment with your manifestation, with your soul purpose, with your goals, with what gives you fulfillment and direction. So yeah, let's see where this decision is taking form in. Okay, and then we have vibration with the hand of Fatima, or the Hamza hand here. Okay, I do see growth with it. Oh, just got a kink of pain there. So yeah, there's definitely something about protecting this path, this vision. Interesting. Okay, let's go to this one next. We have flux with unanimity and harmony. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. Marcus Aurelius. Okay, so something about your environment that has been challenging, not harmonizing. I see almost you kind of wanting getting out of your environment. Perhaps it's the environment that you're currently in that is having some flux or flux back and forth with the energy dynamic. It could be even like close members to you, like close family or something like that. But there's some sort of call to kind of, well, it's not a call, it's more like a feeling of wanting to get out of the current environment because it's, I don't want to say stifling your growth, but impeding with your growth or your vision or your path in some form or way or another. Yes, okay. Let's see. We have the red rose with hidden secrets. 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. The Buddha. It's a quote from the Buddha. Let's see here. Ooh, okay. Something you keep to yourself that you don't want others to know. A secret project, perhaps? Something that's tender, dear. What's the energy of this project, this thing that's being hidden, Spirit? It's something you hold near and dear. You don't feel like you can share it to those close around you, even if they are family or things like that, or your close ones, or your friends, or something you're protecting quite deeply. Interesting. Okay, let's get a bit more into it. We have hydrangea with thankfulness for understanding. Before we can forgive one another, we have to understand one another. Emma Goldman. Okay, very similar energy here. Being in clusters, feeling almost kind of like claustrophobic, feeling stuff, almost feeling slightly suffocated even, wanting to get out, wanting to express yourself. Hydrangea talks a bit about nobility too. At least that's the message that's coming through here. What have we got here, Spirit, in terms of this energy with hydrangea? I'm hearing cream of the crop. So wanting to pop out as the cream of the crop. Rising above the older generations. Because perhaps the older generation is not seeing eye to eye with you. They're not in the same thought. They don't understand you. So you feel like whatever you want to express, whatever you want you to take course with your true path, it needs a different environment, it needs a different audience, it needs a different support group network, and it's not your immediate surrounding people or whoever you deem, or not the people you deem close to you, but more so the people who are supposed to be close to you, but actually end up more stifling you instead. So think of it in terms of family via blood versus family via choice. Just because somebody's blood with you and that society says like, oh, that's your family, right? It does not necessarily mean so. Or those who you choose to be your family, those who support you and understand you, those are real family, versus being born to somebody and connected by blood. It's not necessarily family. That's just biological family. and we trace to the origin of everything. Well, we all are connected by blood, right? So we want to make that argument. It's like, oh, if somebody has the same blood lineage as I do, and we're not going to get into lineage and karma here, that's just way too much of a subject. But yeah, we want to get real technical here, then yes, we are all family because we are all connected by blood at some point or another. Okay, I just had to make that clear. Somehow that message is coming through. I hear for some of you that needs to be heard because it's breaking a little bit of pattern and paradigm that you have so ascribed to, or that more so have been ascribed and almost like coerced on you. It's like, oh, family first and foremost, no matter what. Well, but exactly what does family mean? Okay, interesting. They wanted me to convey that very strongly. All right, so let's move to these oracles. Okay. So before we even read this message, I feel like you need to expand on something, this project, this north node of yours, this soul purpose, this mission, this career path, this whatever path. It has to be very fulfilling for you. It's whatever you do with it, it has to do with something you love, something you enjoy, something you really want to express truly from your heart's desire. That's why this is what's coming through. It has to be expressed untethered, unbound, untied, unattached. It has to be expressed in its full form, freely, with abandon is the expression. So to do it, in full, wholeheartedly. What I'm also getting another image and another feeling is that kind of like wild stallion, wild horse kind of feeling, being free in the wild, the spirit of the freedom of the stallion on the Appalachian plains or on the plains, just running freely, without any inhibition, without any hesitation, just pure freedom and wild heart and spirit. Wow, okay, that's a strong feeling. So that's what's calling you, pile number 1. This kind of almost magnetic pull and energy to something you want to express and do, and you want to do it fully with your heart. Okay, let's see what the message says. I relax. A sacred shield of spiritual protection supports my heart in attracting exceptional blessings and generous grace. Okay. Yes. So in order to embrace the divine, you must embrace the freedom that is required and that is called for yourself. It's a secret and a desire that needs to be broken free and not to be kept in hidden secrets, which feels like the stifling energy right now. Okay. All right, and we have, expression and expansion is what I'm feeling from this card. Connection, almost like in groups that are usually not the norms for society. Maybe that's why you feel like you have to hide yourself away or keep this something that's close to you kind of like a secret and breaking out of the group or the environment that you're in, because perhaps it's something that's not easily expressed, whether it is gender unconforming or gender breaking or gender identity, something along that lines is coming through. It's the freedom of expression is what I'm getting, but in heart it has to be done full-heartedly, wholeheartedly, and fully, and it wants to be expressed. Untether. I open my soul to the realm of the miraculous, where infinite resourcefulness, goodness, and generosity bestow abundant blessings endlessly. Yeah, see, unbound, untethered energy, and also blessings are coming through. Okay, so special message here. Once you unfold this path, once you pursue this passion, once you open your heart, it's like the blessings are like just waiting on the other side of this aspect of this door waiting to open, to come out of the closet, so to speak. Once you express yourself uninhibitedly in the right environment, because right now you feel like you have to protect your energy, you have to guard yourself, you can't really fully grow into who you are or what you want to be and express. But once you do, then the blessings will flow and follow smoothly along, like dominoes, or it'll just come rushing in to accept you and to be received. Okay, wonderful. So we want to look. Okay, let's see. Do we want to look at Lenormand or tarot next? Let's look at your tarot. I feel like it's wanting to come through. So let's have some clarification in regards to this. The King of Swords. Let's see. Split between two dynamics. Interesting. Your mind is keeping you tethered, being tied. I have to do things this way. This is all the thinking aspect, right? I have to XYZ. I have to. This is how it's always been done. This is how I can't do this. I can't do that. Very cerebral processing and an analysis, a lot of analysis and analytical aspects going on. The heart is missing here. It wants to roam free, and maybe it has already. Let's see what Spirit's guiding you with this, because Spirit is certainly guiding you, but you're split between something. You're split between mind and passion and spirit, and the heart essence is missing too, because maybe it's hidden or tucked away somewhere, especially being here. Okay. Of course we have Deuces of Swords. Okay. Okay. So we have a lot more messages in terms of splitting here, but let me see what they want me to convey via this card. They want you to tune into your intuition, more so trusting yourself rather than being bogged down by your mind, is the message I'm getting. Because the mind only can take you so far before it twists you up and knots you up. And even when you do get untwisted, the mind will quickly shift you in different directions. It's like, well, there's this, well, there's that. Well, then if I do this, then there's that. That's going to happen. If I do this, or if I do that, then that's going to happen. And then so it's an endless possibility of, oh, a maze. That's what I just got. It's an endless maze. It's a mental maze that you cannot get out of. It's a labyrinth. A perplexing mental labyrinth that you cannot get out of. So instead of just listening to the mind, being perplexed by it constantly, tap into your intuition more so to guide you along the way. Or tap into or ask your guides, or ask for guidance from your spiritual support network, from your guides, your angels, your guardians, other forms of more along the lines of intuitive nature. Nature is also coming through. So if you're not vibing with the whole guides thing and angels and all that stuff, go out into nature, somewhere you can still your mind, still and quiet your mind. That's one key thing to do. If we're looking at more of a practical approach and aspect, it's just a matter of quieting your mind. Not an easy thing to do, as we all know. The mind is made to process and analyze and go in a million directions. So the moment you try to turn it up, it's like, wait, I have more options to offer you. So yeah, it will take some effort in regards to quieting that mind down. Yeah, same message here in terms of the blessings. So 3 of Cups coming through, and already the message is, I'm already getting it. yeah, the blessings will come through when you are able to follow this path and and follow your heart to pursue it without tethering it down or tying it down to anything. Okay, and we have 5 of Wands. I see. Huh. Okay, we do see all these different insects here. But I see, interestingly, yeah, it's being constricted by pre-established traditional paradigms and ways of thinking. Perhaps your family, your friends, or people you are currently with, they're telling you, well, you can't do this, you can't do that. That's heresy. That's blasphemy. Like, if it's in a religious sense, it's like you can't do that. You can't listen to New Age spiritual stuff. That's the devil's work, or like, yeah. So there's a lot of bickering there going on, but that's the exact thing you need, because spirituality has no ties or basis in religion. Religion is, okay, let me rephrase that correctly. Religion is a social construct. For those of you who are feeling stuck or feeling unable to express themselves in religion, spirituality flows through religion, through anything, regardless of what system has been set up to hold it. Think of spirituality or your connection to the divine, or whatever you ascribe to, right? God, a greater power, the universe, science, who knows? Whatever you want to ascribe meaning and knowledge to something greater or something just beyond ourselves. Think of that as the water. And religion is just one vessel to hold on water. Nature could be another vessel to hold on water. You can be another way to hold that water. That spirituality, creative expression in books is another vessel. Music, another vessel. So on and so forth. So many things to hold spirituality within it. It's not contained within just the context of religion. Religion does not equal spirituality, while spirituality can come through anything. And that's what I'm feeling like because perhaps when you try to express yourself, especially in a more new agey or esoteric way, something that has not been traditionally agreed upon, then you get met with resistance. They almost want to entrap you with their words, with their doctrine, with their dogma. And this is speaking a lot to religion, but it could be anything, right? It could be a system that you're trying to address. It's like, I'm trying to resolve this issue in this system. And for example, the people are saying, oh, you can't do that. Like, I don't know why technology is coming through, but it's like, we can't code that way. We've always coded this way. You're going to break the system if you do that. And maybe you will. But probably for the better, because it's something that will give you more blessings, something that will suit your heart a lot more, something that's not tethered and bound down. Because when we follow that kind of cerebral prison is what is coming through, then we tie up our possibilities and we hinder our growth. Okay, let's see what your last card is. Yes, of course. Transformation of this process. We do get a lot of religious references, interestingly, with the prayer hands here, and then, being raised up in this family community in a certain way as a child. Okay, very strict patterns about it, and I see things on the horizon. Yeah. It's blocking your blessings somehow, pile number 1. Whatever this way of conforming, a way of stifling you, it's blocking your true blessings from coming out. It's, first of all, it's blocking your way to express yourself, to follow your dreams and pursue your path, or just pursue whatever makes your heart sing and be free and open. But secondly, yeah, it's blocking your finances, your blessing and your abundance in many terms and ways, right? In connections, in wealth, in money, in creativity. So yeah, it's having quite a hold on you. Okay. Interesting. Let's look at Lenormand and see if we have any resolution to this. If not, then we can draw some cards here. So we have the book. Okay. Okay, we see it go round, circle again. Doctrine, but then different ways. Divination here coming through in a different way. And we have, oh yes, let's not forget your form for your Lenormand. A teeter-totter makes so much sense now. So if you weren't there in the shuffling process, pile number 1, we have a teeter-totter that goes back and forth. The one thing you see in the wooden platform that you see in the playground with 2 people on different ends. That makes a lot of sense now with this split mind, split decision. If we get crossroads in your Lenormand, I would not be surprised. Okay, so we have the teeter-totter. This is the fulcrum of the pivot, where the center of the teeter-totter is. Then we have the house. Yes, oh my god. It just keeps on repeating itself. Different ways, different new agey alternative ways to religion, or to break the paradigm and the dogma of old belief traditions and systems. Okay, and then we have the rats. Very interesting. It's almost like these people are like possessed. They're certainly possessed by the system. Like they have dove so deep into the system that they cannot break out of it, and therefore therefore the system possesses them in that way. Okay, and then we have the coffin. Yes, an ending to this thing with new age spirit that is encouraged. Okay, and then we have clouds. We have the dog. So many religious references here. And then we have the ship. So interesting. Alright, so in this Lenormand, since we have a teeter-totter, we're going to look at the central pivoting point this way, and then compare each counterpart on that teeter-totter here. Okay, so at the center of the fulcrum is what we already talked about, right? It's old traditional system that loops on itself over and over. It's following a doctrine, a knowledge that has kept people a certain way, but it's almost like I see you want to sprinkle these cowrie shells on the book. It's a different way of divining, of connecting to spirit, to more spiritual nature. And next to that fulcrum, it's people that who have been stuck in certain forms or institution, or have just been in certain it's been system that has been quite stabilized, but when something has become too stable, it becomes too rigid, then it doesn't allow for change or expansion, right? And I see spirit knocking at your door saying like, hey, there are other ways. You don't have to always do it this certain way. And there has to be an ending here. An ending not only to this limited vision, this limited view, also an ending to kind of like the mental fogginess and confusion you have. It's like, I see you striving for this pathway, for this desire, this goal, this dream, this wanting of expression, but you're doing it kind of like with eyes covered. It's like you have your sword, you have your conviction, and you're going forward with it, but you're going with a blindfold on your eyes. So even if you have your goal in hand, or your passion, or your whatever you want to express, you won't get too far if your vision is being hindered, being blocked, being clouded. And on this side and this side, I see this is you, and also those who really truly want to support you. And what that means, first and foremost, is your connection to what you deem as divinity, as we talked about earlier, right? That could mean many things for many people. So I'll leave that up to you to decipher on your own what divinity means to you. But certainly getting people or friends or people who understand you, when we talked about who you make as your family, those who can truly support you are your support network, your true friends, your true family, and they can help you with this aspect. So maybe, reaching out to people who share similar ideals and views in terms of spirituality, in terms of artistic expression, in terms of gender identity. This applies for different people tuning into the message. So take it in the field that applies to you. This just reiterates kind of like the overall energy of needing to go in a different path, to explore, to really break free. We're talking about Yamanya here. Yamanja? Yamoya is the other name for this goddess. Where, she's considered like the mother and the birth of all things. And of many of the gods in the Oshun tradition. So it's uninhibited, fully expressed freedom and wildness, that stallion wild horse spirit we talked about earlier. Yes. And it's also finding others that understand you. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so I do think I am curious. So let's take a look at this thing that you want to express. We have all the messages on how to express it. It's how to reach out to other people, how to look for different venues, different ways, different ways to express yourself, different ways to express this passion and idea. But I am curious, so let's look into what is it that you want to express. What is it that you have hidden? Maybe we'll get a clue on how that will help you with this process. Or actually, let's ask, yeah, how can Pile number 1, what is your advice upon Pile 1 in terms of how to express this spirit? I mean, we got a glimpse of that, but it's almost like they're saying to me, we don't want to know. It's not that we don't want to know. It's you're keeping it so close and so secret that it almost feels like prying if we're going to ask what it is that you are trying to express. But okay, so let's get in an ending message to tie this in together then, because we know it's close to your heart for some of you and it's very deep and secret, so let's not pry. But let's find out what ways we can kind of help you with this. Okay, so we have the 4 of Wands. Let's not forget about your blessings here. Celebrate the little victories. And we have the 3 of Swords. Okay, I see. Okay, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles. And then we have Justice. Do you see how many coils and ties and binds that are present? And blindfolded again. Yes. Let me move these around just a little bit. So mainly what I'm getting is celebrate the little victories where you can. This speaks about the limitations that you have and having perhaps expressed it in the past. Well, 2 messages are coming through here. 1, expressing it in the past has not been received well. It's almost like been shunned, quiet, shut down. And then the other is it kind of eats away at you too if you just keep on balling it up inside and not able to expressing it. So yeah, the one way to to kind of express it is to celebrate the little victories where you can. And what does that mean, right? It means that when you are able to express this uninhibitedly, freely, when you're able to do that, really kind of savor it and embrace it. It's like, oh, that's what I need to do more of. And then find the platform, find the people in order to do this. Because, yeah, we see the negative aspects here of both of these cards being kind of blocked, being guarded, being, yeah, very much that energy. And then, yeah, being perplexed in your mind again. But justice will come in its due time. Can we get a bit more clarification on this card, please, Spirit? It feels almost obligatory. Yeah, the way you're doing things, or the way your mind is being warped or wrapped around in a certain way around certain thoughts. It's like it wants to be free, but there's like karmic ties in there that needs to be broken. We need to ask more. What is it about this karmic tie, Spirit? and also talking about lineage here from your family. Can we get a couple more cards to clarify how pile number 1 can kind of break away from these karmic ties? We have the 8 of Wands, New Horizons again. We have the 10 of Swords. Okay. And we have the 7 of Wands. Okay, very clear message here, pile number 1. Seeking new horizons elsewhere will be beneficial for you in terms of ending your karmic ties and binds that limits you. And once you do break it, stand firm with your decision, your choice, your ground. Because when you get there, once you have kind of gone out there in the world a little bit, or go out and break out of the mold here of the kind of stifling and binding, suffocating aspect of your environment right now where you're in. Once you seek new adventures, you will also gain more knowledge, more wisdom, and that will allow you to break these ties and these binds. You're like, okay, I have a new group of people now who support me, or I have more knowledge now that kind of refute what you, my family or you people that have been close to me have been saying. You say is this way, but now I found more information or newer perspective that indicates, hey, you're actually not right about what you're saying, and that's just dogma you're spewing. And you will have a firm leg to stand on while they do not. It may seem very vulnerable for you, but they're just kind of spewing what they know, the limited knowledge that they know. But you're like, no, I actually have factual basis and information, or I have logic that totally contradicts, or your own logic contradicts your own statement. So you'll be able to stand firm and strong on your grounds and defend your point, defending your whatever you're trying to express here. Yeah. Wow, very interesting message, pile number 1. So would highly encourage you to kind of break out of the mold, finding the support group and the family that really allows you to express yourself, and really allow you to flourish, and not let your mind plague you and put you in a mental paralysis, in a mental labyrinth that just keeps on going round and round. And definitely exploring new horizons will help you, whether it's literally in terms of new horizons or in terms of new people or new group that support you. So go for it, seek out that freedom and the expression and that adventure that your heart so desires and crave, and take that shift in your life. We have decisions and pathways and finding your truth note here too. And we also have the Art of Adventure Tarot. So all the synchronicities are tying up, really taking out, getting out your comfort zone into a new adventure, to find what you need. Lovely, absolutely wonderful message. I wish you the best of luck with that, pile number 1. Go for it. All right, so with that, I'm going to conclude your message here. If you found it insightful, and share the message with other people. Subscribe for more messages. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful, lovely day. Shine bright, and I will see you in the next reading. All right, bye, pile number 1s. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your shuffling process. All right, so we'll start with your main oracle here. Okay, for pile 2, please, Spirit. Let's see, we already have a couple cards for this. Can we also get a read on pile 2's energy, please, Spirit? Ooh, cosmic. Some of you are very old souls. Wise, knowledgeable. We have kind of like star seeds coming through. Lovely. Okay, and one more shuffle here. Yeah, so interesting combination here. We have some old star seeds and we have some new star seeds. Can we get 3 cards from this deck, please, Spirit? Yeah, we have some old and we have some new. Wait, where was that? Was this? Okay. All right, let's go on to your next oracle here. Okay, how many cards from this deck? Right? We have 1 card from this deck. Okay, so for pile number 2, please, Spirit. What is their guidance for this week? Actually, I feel this is more befitting. Yes. All right, and let's go to your next oracle. So 3 from this card, deck, sorry. For pile 3, pile 2, 3 cards from this deck. One, 2, and 3. Okay, and let's see if we want to go into your tarot next or your Lenormand. We want more oracles for your Lenormand. Okay. So this is a Lenormand and an oracle, pile 2. And for you, today it's going to be an oracle. So no Lenormand from this deck. And I think we probably don't need it considering how many oracle cards are coming up for you. Some big major energies. Yeah, it's coming through. So a lot of major energies. It's what the oracles usually encompass. And we do want some, okay. Do we want that one, Spirit? Yes. Okay, well that's your first one. It just literally jumped as I was about to shuffle it. But we do want 5 cards from your tarot here. Okay, let's give it one more shuffle. Okay, can we get 4 more? You don't have to ask very much. 3. And I think I see 1 more. Yeah. 2, 4, 5. All right, and we'll leave it here for any clarification. That was really quick. Number 2, perfect. So let me get this all sorted, and then I will see you in your reading. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. Okay, so we have a lot of oracles for you today. Your Lenormands also came out as oracles. So it's going to be an oracle-filled reading. So let's start with your main oracle here. So we have Skywriting with the Fates. Okay, interesting. So for some of you, it is automatic writing or channeling writing, or something has to do with conveying things through words. You could be a writer, you could be a prompter, a teleprompter. That's interesting, that's coming through. Writing for a teleprompter. a typewriter, a lot of things coming through with writing. Automatic writing, channeling writing, different handwritings. I don't know what that means. 49 might also be a significant number, or perhaps age for some of you. But yes, definitely writing. Let's see what else we have here. We have dances on one foot with balancing act. I'm getting some of you have gone through I want to say not like a good portion of your life age-wise, although that could certainly be the case. It's more so, it's a lot deeper than that. It's progression and what's the right word? Not transitioning. It's progression and transmutation of the soul. Even that word's not befitting. It's like you've gone through many cycles over and over again, through many lifetimes. We did get very old energy here in the energetic reading during the shuffling process for you. So for some of you, so we do have new star seeds, and then we have some very old star seeds here. I see you just kind of like progressing over and over again through many lifetimes, and incorporating and acquiring a lot of knowledge and wisdom throughout those lifetimes and those ages. And each step is like each cycle is like a dance all over again. But each time you accumulate and you transform with that knowledge and with that wisdom. That's perhaps what's helping you to carry out this channeling in this lifetime here. Okay, so we have eyes of the eagle rising above the fray. Yes, so we have time again. They're telling me time and time again. I like this message here. That time and time again, you've gone around the cycles of reincarnation over and over, and you cycle so many times that now it's almost like you have eagle eye perfection, ways of looking at things. Like, wow, this is quite a ability or power cultivated and accumulated from many lifetimes, many incarnations over and over again, all over the place really, throughout all of your soul's existence. But it has helped you to focus, to kind of discern what we call aletheia, or the truth in the essence of things. When you pierce into something with your vision, with your eyes, with your perception, you can see its true reality or true nature without any hindrances, because you have attained or gained the wisdom from so many lifetimes that allows you to do this. So that's a message for some of you with the powers of your perception being so clear, being so eagle eye. For some others of you, the newer star seeds, so to speak, it's like cultivating this ability to see with precise precision, for lack of a better word, to see so clearly, to see so precisely, so to see so pinpointedly. When you look at a subject matter, when you look at an issue, you know the solution, or you can come up with the solution, and you see the parts that you can gather to create a solution to a problem. Or if yeah, and if you're looking at like a personality of this, like of a person, or a random stranger, or somebody you know, it's like, oh, this is where their energy is stemming from. This is the pattern that they are repeating. So you're able to hone in on that distinct essence and that energy. Wow, really cool ability. Okay, let's see. We want to bridge this next. No, we want to save this. There's one oracle here. Excuse me. That I want to bridge these 3 cards together. But let's look at these 3 next. Okay, be clear on what you want. Put action to your goals. Make them a reality. I don't know why I'm seeing Sagittarius for some of you. Chiron, Centaurs. Perhaps that was another being or manifestation in a lifetime. But yeah, very Centaur, half horse, half man, Sagittarius, innovative, truth seeker, star searchers energy here. You had visions in other lifetimes that were not fulfilled, I guess is one way to put it. But you're always looking forward more and more each lifetime to really fulfill. No, the best way to put it is in each lifetime. Let's say you have a vision or maybe a different vision in each lifetime, in each different incarnation. Whatever your vision is, you go after it with such tenacity, with such clarity, with such momentum, kind of like how Chiron is, right? It reminds me of the power of Chiron, but specifically in this one anime called Fate's Apocrypha. If you want to check it out in regards to Chiron in the depiction of Chiron in that anime. Someone who's very knowledgeable, very perceptive, very wise, and their arrow, the Sagittarius is reminding me of, the arrow, it always hits its mark. No matter how or where in space or time, that arrow, once shot, once fired, will always reach its mark. So regardless of whatever vision you have in each incarnation, like it is so on point that it will eventually hit its mark one way or another. Even if it doesn't get fulfilled in that one incarnation, maybe down in other incarnation down the line in future incarnations, like eventually you will keep on striving for it. Yes, that is the way to put it. Because you can see it with such clarity. It's almost like Horus's eye. The ability to perceive so well and so clear that it's without fail, or at least the conviction you have driving towards it is so strong. Wow, fascinating pile we're talking to today, and we're getting the energy of and for some of you who are maybe resonating more in a practical term, we talk about your clarity and vision in finding solutions to problems, right? Okay, so we have spend time on yourself, balance yourself. I see soothing and healing waters here. 39 might also be significant for some of you, is what they're pointing out. But I see very soothing, very healing water here. Perhaps like you, since you have such great vision, you approach whatever goals, dreams, desires you have with such strong conviction, momentum, that you perhaps tend to neglect rest or you put it aside. It's like, oh no, I must finish my project no matter what. I don't have time to rest. I don't have time to sleep. I must keep going. It's that precision of the arrow of Sagittarius we're talking about. So far reaching, so far aiming, that you will follow yourself to the ends of the earth and exhibit such strong energy that there's no slowing you down. But there's an advice to kind of calm and recuperate yourself in the waters, to heal, in order to further advance and progress you in your goals and your vision. It is safe to let go. You are surrounded by love. Okay. I'm hearing you don't have to do this by yourself. And you know that too, for some of you, but yeah, you are so adamant in accomplishing your goals and desires that you push a bit too strongly, but it's okay to let others help you in the process. It's like you're not gonna miss your chance or opportunity. Actually, it's the opposite. You can quite benefit from healing while spending time with your star family, to kind of recuperate in order to go forward with what you want to accomplish. And a lot of you in this lifetime, that has to do with written form, writing. Okay, let's look at this card next. Torch. Talk about light and vision. Even the cosmos is depicted in this one. Yeah, you have a long history in the cosmos. Your flame has been burning quite bright for a long time now. I'm really curious as to what you want to achieve. Oh, just got the shivers. Because your tarot, pile number 2, is the Orien star tarot. Could it be some of you are from Orion? Or some nearby constellations, galaxies, star systems? No, I'm getting some Orions. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, that just came through. Okay, and we have snake. The primordial serpent. But you know what? I'm getting shedding skin here. Oh, okay. That's an interesting thing they're pointing out to me. So when a snake goes through a shedding process, it becomes blind, right? The eyes kind of get hazed or glossed over during that time when it's trying to shed its skin. So what is that speaking about here, Spirit? I feel like it's almost like every time you go through each incarnation or each revision of your goal, you go through the veil of some sorts. Is it the veil of forgetting? Okay, so for some of you, it is the veil of forgetting. When we go through each incarnation, unless we have advanced our consciousness to a point where we can incorporate and remember our past incarnations, then we go through the veil of forgetting. Mainly it's because, it's just too much sometimes for beings to be born with the knowledge of their previous incarnations. I mean, imagine you just were born and then at 3 years old you remember, like, oh, last life I was this person who was attacked, or I was this person who did the attacking on some people. It can be quite a burden to bear, and it wouldn't allow you to really function in this lifetime. So until we have developed and acquired the wisdom to handle that level, that kind of knowledge of past incarnations, then we go through the veil of forgetting to help ease things. Okay, that was a segue. But what was it in regards to this message? I just had it. Oh my goodness. Okay, yes. So the snake with the transformation here and the shedding, it allows you new perspective. Even though it seems like it clouds your vision at times, it's actually helping you in a certain way. Because if you see things from an old soul perspective, right? And imagine you go through in the next incarnation and you see it the same way, the same thing again. It's like, well, you don't really get a fresh perspective on a different approach this time, because you're like, well, that worked pretty well for the last lifetime. Let's try it again in this lifetime. And you don't get new innovative ideas, new inspirational ideas. Like, well, this lifetime, this incarnation is a different one. So let's try something new. So yeah, it's shedding of that cloudiness of vision in order to see things from a new. Because once you've done something in a certain way for so long, especially for many incarnations, and being so fixed, it becomes myopic. It becomes so single-minded, so single-focused, that it's hard to see things from a different perspective or lens, which is the irony here, because you are able to see it in so many lenses. But the message here is having that ability, regardless of having that ability, you still can be clouded if you keep on seeing things in a certain way. So try something new in this lifetime to help you with your vision and your goal. I'm really curious as to what you... we might have to pick up... we haven't got to your tarot yet, but I want to see what you're working on. Because you've been at many different things in many different lifetimes. So perhaps there's something in this lifetime that may be reiterated from other previous incarnations. All right, let's see how this card ties in here. We have blessings. Ooh. Okay. Canary in the coal mine. Blessings in terms of something not to be repeated. Because canary in the coal mine reminds me of a warning, right? It's what the miners did back then. They brought a canary down. This is not pleasant, but so they brought the canary down because and quote, don't quote me on this, correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, it's to detect a certain chemical or something like that down in the mines, like it will kill the canary. And that's when the miners know, like, oh, it's not safe, and then they evacuate. So yeah, they bring a canary down with them, and if they see that, you know, the canary doesn't survive, then there's some sort of toxin chemicals that is not good, and then yeah, they hightail it out there. The blessings here is kind of like a warning to ward away from that danger of being myopic is one of them. Fresh, new perspective. Also curious. Your pile leaves a lot to be desired or a lot of questions we have. There's some sort of blessings on the way to help warn you from repeating the same thing from many previous incarnations, things that will cloud your vision, but we don't know what that blessings is. So another question to be answered here. Interesting. All right, let's dive into your tarot and see if we can get some answers on some of these things. Oh wow, we have the Five of Cups, which is the card that came out in your selection process here. Okay. I see the infinity symbol here, so it's repeated over and over again. Oh wow. But we only see 4 grasshoppers, right? We see the 5 cups, but we're missing a key ingredient, a key player. Through each incarnation, it keeps on playing over and over again. It's almost like a loop, like on Groundhog Day. If you ever seen that movie, or when you ever seen those movies where somebody goes in a time loop, right? And they change one factor, one variable each time, but it doesn't break the loop. It just keeps on going. And it's that kind of similar energy here, where in each incarnation, it's like you're striving for this project. You're looking for the one variable that makes a difference, that will make things, change or explode or bloom or whatever, something you want to accomplish. But you're missing one key player, one ingredient, and the blessing that's coming the way is, something in relation and tying to that. Perhaps it will give you that key that you need. There's a forewarning of preventing you from danger here. Okay, let's look a bit more and see. We have temperance. Oh my god, again with the infinity symbol. Divinely guided. Interesting. So big spirit, little spirit in earth form here. The guidance may come from intuition, but also coming from balancing that we talked about earlier, right? Not doing it yourself, or not having to feel like you need to do it yourself. You can reach out to your soul family for help, and then spending time to heal, and not just being like a workaholic and like go. It's like I have no time for sleep, I have no time for rest, I have no time for play. I have to accomplish this. There's a temperance, there's a balance to achieve there, because maybe that's how you wore yourself out in previous lifetime. It's just that tenacious energy, that unending, unyielding energy, that even though you push so hard, that made you miss the perspective each time in each incarnation. Okay, and we have the Knight of Swords. Okay, do you see how in this Knight of Swords, this bird is carrying this sword in a very precarious manner? I see your guides and your family coming through to try to help you, and you're like zooming way ahead of them, like so far, like they're so far away. It's almost like you're not allowing them to help you by just going so quickly. And the way it's carrying this, it can slice its wing off, is what I'm seeing if you're not careful. That's the danger we're talking about here. It's actually damaging to yourself. And look where the card falls, right on top of the canary here, where for some reason I see the bird is being able to hold the sword in its wing, like holding at the handle here instead of holding it at the blade. Okay, so we want to clarify this blessing, this danger, and this thing you're working on. So let's see. We have the Eight of Swords. Talk about Groundhog Day and going in a cycle and a loop. See, it's interesting because usually the Eight of Swords is an energy that it's almost like mental paralysis. And here you're overworking yourself so much, but you are being protected. You are being blessed here by spirit. Your guys, your team, your soul family is helping protect you here. You overwork yourself so much to the point of exhaustion that you enter this mental fatigue. And here are your thoughts and your mind like trying to take you down. But then your team, your guides, your family's there, your soul family's there to help you out. So do accept their help. It is safe to let go. You are surrounded by love. You definitely are. And we have the Ace of Swords. Ooh, victorious card here. At least the energy I'm getting right away from this card. Yeah, I do not see the sword piercing this one. I see more so it's triumph. It's like you finally crafted the essence of this idea, this innovation, this invention. It's when you let your family in to help you. Your starseed family, your soul family, your spiritual family in to help you. Because the swan talk about regal, renown, a lot of supreme accomplishment. So the big message here is to really allow, and if you don't have a good spiritual support network or group yet, seeking out your soul family with help, because you are being guided by big spirit, and then you have the earthly plane here on which your existence is, and then you have your soul family both in the earthly plane and on the spiritual plane. So they will help you with finding the key, the solution, achieving your dream, your mission. They're protecting you, they're guiding you, and in collaboration with spirit and with them and your guys and your team, and not going it alone, not repeating the same thing over and over again, allowing new vision, new inspiration to come in, seeing very clearly, then you will make your dream, your goal, your purpose a reality. Be clear on what you want, put action to your goals, make them a reality. And all this falls underneath this line of cards here. Making your reality is letting your family, your soul, spiritual family help you to warn and protect you from any dangers. And for the majority of you, that comes through some form of writing, some form of written goal or dream or message. Yeah. Wow, wonderful. Okay, so we do have two things to clarify here. And that is, I want to clarify, first of all, okay, I need another deck. Okay. Okay, give me just a second, Pile2. Let me get another deck, and then I will help clarify this point. Okay, Pile2, never mind. We don't need, I asked Spirit, and we do not need another deck to clarify it. So we would just use this deck, the same deck, to clarify. First of all, yes, they just want me to shuffle twice with different questions. Let's get what you're working on here. Can we get what pile number 2 is working on, Spirit? Yeah, can we get some information, please, on what pile number 2 is working on? No, that's good. All right, so let's see. What are you working on, pile 2? The 7 of Swords. you're helping a group, humanity, somebody in a certain way get away from some sort of danger, some tricky situation in their lives. The Two of Wands, humanitarian, huh? Okay, hold on. And then we have the Chariot. Why do I see the Wheel of Fortune? It's people's fortune and fate. It's a grand and cosmic, well, it's a big goal that you want to accomplish. Justice, yes, of course, with the Wheel of Fortune here. What about in regards to justice? I hear Ma'at, which is the goddess or representation of truth in Egyptian mythology here. So what you're working on, and this will be different for each of you, but the primary energy that comes through is some form of relief, some form of truth to, I hear, vindication. It's from strong conviction. Is vindication, not emancipation, exoneration. Okay. Yes. Yeah, it's multiple messages here because there's multiple people tuning in, so the message is different. But the idea overall is the same, right? Let me explain the overall idea here, the overall energy for each one of you with different goals. The overall energy is people being subjected to certain things in certain systems, in certain society, in certain programs, perhaps. Yeah, some people are in danger. They need to get away from certain situations that are dangerous. Other people giving them a sense of peace, some sort of humanitarian project aspect. Others is a matter of what just their karma or what they're just subjected to with their fate, and you want to relieve them of that with such wisdom, to perhaps provide them with, through your wisdom, knowledge and growth that they can use for themselves to remove them out, lift them out of their karma, out of their fate, their situation that seems inescapable. And for some others of you, it's giving truth, exoneration, liberation, to their situation. So different specificities here, of course, depending on with each one of you and what you're trying to accomplish. But yeah, the essence is the same. Giving a group of people or some part of the population or all of humanity some sort of relief from their danger, from their strife, from the positions that they've been coerced into, some sort of relief from their karma, from their fate. Yeah. Wow, beautiful, absolutely lovely. Very strong, broad spectrum goal here. Very profound kind of life, soul, mission, purpose, and goals here. And that's why your spirit family and team wants to work with you in order to help you accomplish this. Oh, especially in the field of writing, you might be exposing injustices and inequalities that have subjected certain people or certain groups of the population into these kind of misery and suffering and injustices. very admirable, very wonderful. But just remember, you don't have to do it by yourself. And actually letting your guys, your team, your soul family help you will actually get you there quicker. Gives you the idea and thought and the weapon. I'm seeing here the pen is mightier than the sword, especially for writing. Will give you the creativity mentally to achieve and succeed in your goal, and give you new perspective as well. Okay, wonderful. Let's put these back and ask the other question about the blessings in regards to the safety or protection that is coming your way to help you with this. Yeah. Okay, so for pile 2, Spirit, can we please know what is this blessing that pile 2 is receiving to help them in this whole process to achieve their goals, to fulfill their purpose, soul mission, across in this lifetime, across many incarnations perhaps, because they've kept the torch running here. Okay, so what is this blessing for pile number 2, please, Spirit? This one, not this one, this one, and this one. Okay. All right, let's see what this blessing is. Okay, we have the star. Well, that's a lovely blessing to start with. Let's see here. Directionality. Okay, true north. A form of glow up, recognition. Okay. And we have the devil. Okay, recognition, the star, the devil. Yeah, again with the spiritual protection here. Ooh, it's almost like cutting through this this plant here. Like removing. Ooh. This devil card is quite interesting, or at least coming through in this message. It's cutting an oppressive system of sorts, spiritually guided and divine, cutting a certain set of perhaps rules that are unjust or unfair that has been implemented to coerce and suppress people. And each time you try to go around it, you can't, because the system has implemented these rules so well. But now there's divine intervention going through. It's like, nope, we're going to cut through it, which will allow you to climb beyond that. Okay. And we have the lovers. Ooh, okay. Two messages coming here. For some of you, it is a divine partner coming through to help you with this goal, with this process, with this achievement, with this mission. So that's one message. The other message speaks and reiterates again with allowing the blessings to come through to help you. And that could be in terms of your soul family, your group, your friends. We talked about that already. So yeah, two distinct messages there apply for different people across in this reading here. Some of you are going to have divine partnerships that will help you carry out this process. Some others of you, it's allowing and accepting those divine connections that will help you achieve what you want to achieve. And that is solely a choice. Wow, okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Mm. To raise and shine anew. Follow your direction, tried and true. Okay. I see. Oh, okay, I see. Perhaps you have multiple goals or desires you want to achieve, pile number 2. That leads you in a direction. But as long as you stay clear and true to your true north, your true soul mission, then all of these will come into alignment with each other. The other aspect is about divine timing. So we have divine intervention and divine timing. The two kind of goes hand in hand. We need to allow spirit to sync up because there are so many multitudes of factors that we don't see, right? Each timeline affecting each other, each person's timeline, every person on the planet as a collective consciousness affecting each other. That needs to be allowed its time for spirit to work through to give you the perfect situation, perfect quote unquote, the most opportunistic situation, I should say, to help your goal to achieve. Yes, so the blessings that is coming through is you will get the recognition and the glow up that you need or deserve to follow your direction and your true north, to align with your soul purpose, and all the other smaller kind of like goals and will also fall in alignment. You just have to wait a little bit on divine timing and divine intervention to help you out. And part of that can come, like we said before, soul families, soul partnerships, soul mates. Yeah. Okay, they're ending the message there. That was lovely, wonderful reading, pile number 2. Thank you so much for joining us here with your energy and with your story. Yes, I hope that is insightful and gives you some information on how to approach this and to see the blessings that are coming and to kind of accept the blessings and the help along the way to give you the tool that you need to create your vision and to make it come true, especially for those of you who have tried so many lifetimes. Absolutely wonderful. All right, that's the end of your message, pile number 2. Thank you so much for spending your time here with me. Love the energy, love the reading. You found it insightful, like and share. Subscribe for more messages. Shine bright. Take care. I will see you in the next reading. Bye, pile number 2s. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your shuffling process. All right, so for this weekly guidance or today's message, let's see. Okay, we have 2 cards from this deck for you. Okay, Spirit, can we please know for pile 3, please? What is pile 3's energy like? Can we get a read on pile 3's energy, please, Spirit? Okay, we kind of have 2 split energy. Okay. Interestingly, one is like fiery, the other is more like I would say the best word for it is indifferent. Yeah. Well, that's the best, excuse me, that's the best word I can find at the moment. There we go. All right, so let's see what else we've got for you. Let's go with this one next. Okay, so one comes from here. All right, so for pile 3, please, Spirit. We get 1 card from this deck for pile 3. What is your guidance for pile 3 today? Okay, that is the one. Almost want to take them both, but no. Okay. Just that one then. All right, and can we get... We want to get 2 or 3 from here. Pile 3, please, Spirit. How many cards? Okay, we'll take 2. Maybe Spirit will give us 3. Let's give us one more good shuffle here. Okay, so can we get 2 cards in this deck for... Okay, there's 1 already. And can we get 1 more, please, Spirit? Wow, so many. Yeah. Okay, they want me to draw another one, so I will. All right. And let's see if we want to go with your tarot next or your Lenormand. We want to go with your tarot. Okay, one more shuffle here, about 3. All right, 5 cards. Okay, now 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Is that right? No. This is the 5th one. There we go. Alright, and Pile 3 for you, Lenormand. Let's see here. What shape do we have for Pile 3's Lenormand? Spirit, do we have a shape for Pile 3's Lenormand? Okay, this is not necessarily the shape, but they do want me to convey this. I see the Louvre, which is a pyramid shape museum in France. And then I see the eye close to the top of the pyramid, which is kind of like the Illuminati symbol. So take that as a resonance. We'll find out, I guess, when we do the reading, what that means. I could ask them about that now, but let's just hold that symbol for a little while. And what shape do we... what shape do we have for Pile? Okay, so no shape, but we do want to hold that pyramid. We want to get 4 cards for you, and we already have it. So, okay. Alright, Pile 3, let me get this all sorted, and then I will see you your reading. Hi, Pile 3s, welcome to your reading. Alright, so let's get started with your main oracle here. Okay, we have Bringer of Change. Ooh. Okay, why am I getting very romantic vibes here? Someone is going to be the bringer of change. A gesture, a present, something to make your life more delightful. A very shy, cozy admirer, kind of Knight of Cups kind of feeling. Ooh, very lovey-dovey feeling. Interesting. A suitor, perhaps. Okay. Let's look at this energy. Tea ceremony. Okay, I'm hearing, I've been waiting for so long. It's almost like you're feigning, you're feigning interest. It's what it's called. It's like you're pretending not to be interested in this person. But tea ceremony, does that speak to something else? Okay, for some of you who are not getting that romantic vibe, perhaps it literally is a ceremony of sorts for you, but I'm getting strong romantic vibes here. Or yeah, some sort of that kind of energy. So let's wait and see what the other cards tell us before we jump ahead of ourselves. Let's see, they want me to read this next. Magnitudes and dimensions of the heart. Richness in your life and power. Okay, so not entirely about romance. There's something about power as well, especially with ceremony here. Wonder how these two different energy ties into the same energy pile. So let's see what the message is. In choosing embodied presence at this moment, I attain clarity, recognize my innate empowerment, and awaken my natural healing energies. Yeah, see, already I was getting power, focus power here, before we even read the message. Interesting. Okay, so let's start over here, since we start here first. My thoughts join a powerful swirling vortex of attraction. Oh, wow, okay, that really reaffirms this card. Attracting your soulmate, significant others. It's like you almost envision them and you send that thought out to manifest it, and then now that energy is trying to seek out the soulmate. Could be soul family too, so not necessarily just a soulmate, or not just necessarily a romantic soulmate. Soulmates can be anybody. It can be your dog, it can be your sibling, it could be your friend. Yeah, so that's like soul family, soulmates. In the same way that the law of attraction is responding to the thoughts, words, and action that you are offering here in your physical reality, the law of attraction is always responding powerfully to your vibrational reality. When the law of attraction, the universal manager of all vibrations, responds to the clarity of vibration offered by your expanding inner being, the result is a powerful swirling vortex of attraction. Okay, and let's look at this card here. Causing pain for others would attract pain to me. Okay. So looking for, it's looking for that soulmate, that like-mindedness in the midst of people that have hurt you, that have bored you perhaps, that you've indulged in the past is also what I hear. So perhaps just kind of fleeting connections, one night stands, swings, things like that, temporary connections, not even connections, more like just people or things in passing. Some of them are connections, yes, that have left you with kind of pain and more bothersome, bother than it's worth, is what I'm getting. So relationships that have not been worth investing in. Okay, and let's see here. I forgot to read the message for this. The flawed premise, my group's our way of life is the only correct way. Therefore, all other ways must be stopped. It's the basis of the majority of unhappiness on your planet. Not only do those being pushed against feel the pain, but those doing the pushing feel it as well. In fact, the unhappiness least fulfilled among you are those who are pushing against others, because in doing so, you are disallowing the important relationship of all, the relationship between you and big you, or you with a capital Y. Okay, I see. In these distractions, in these relationships that were not beneficial for you, it's, yeah, keeping you from what was connecting to your soulmate, to your soul family, to your higher self. So, okay, I see. With the tea ceremony and stepping to your power, I get it now. Um, and I'll explain that a little bit. And I see how that ties in here as well. Let's look at this final oracle here. My most important relation. I said I was going to explain it, and then it just comes out in this card. My most important relationship is with my source, dot, dot, dot. Yes. Because your source of power is yourself, connection with higher source, and then that connects you with source divine, the ultimate source, at least of this universe. Yeah, there are other sources as well. Don't want to mind blow you today, but we'll keep it at that. So this is interconnection with yourself. And this connection with self, once you have performed the ceremony to connect to your higher self without being distracted or bothered by relationships that do not serve you and connecting with your power, you will come to resonate at such a level of self-love that is so expansive and reaching out there that you will attract the soulmate that's on the same vibration that you are, as we talked about here, attracting the same frequency as you. Yeah. Okay, let's look at this message here. There's no relationship of greater importance to achieve than the relationship between you and your physical body right here and now, and the soul source God from which you have come. If you tend to that relationship, first and foremost, you will then and only then have the stable footing to proceed into other relationships. Exactly. Your relationship with your own body, with money, with your parents, children, grandchildren, and your world, dot, 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 will all fall easily into alignment once you first tend to this fundamental relationship first. Yes, the fundamental relationship with yourself and stepping into your own power, whether you do that through ceremony, through meditation, through reading, through connection in nature, whatever have you. Do your ceremony and what you need to step into your own power to expand your own vibration of love and your own vibration of power to connect to your higher self. And that will send out the resonant energy to tell your higher self, to tell your soulmate's higher self, pile number 3 is ready. Pile number 3 is resonating on the vibe that is ready to incorporate other love at the same frequency that they themselves have given and acknowledged in themselves. Have to clap for that. Amazing. Follow it. At least that is the advice. And thus love will come, but you don't see it coming because you are more focused on this self-development perhaps at the moment. But you don't have to be focused on external love, because once you focus and develop yourself, it will naturally pull like a magnet your soulmate to you. Wow, absolutely wonderful. We don't have a form for you, Lenormand, except there was an image that came to mind. And the image Spirit gave me was the Pyramid Museum, the Louvre in France. So I don't know, maybe some of you will perhaps meet at the Louvre or in France or somewhere, or some sort of pyramid shape or some sort of reference to the Louvre or to the pyramids. It doesn't have to be in France, it could be anywhere in the world. It just perhaps has some sort of reference to it, is what I'm getting. But they also show me the eye in the pyramid, kind of like the Illuminati pyramid. So perhaps it's some sort of esoteric, mystical way that you're going to meet your person once you have attuned into your own mysticism and into your own higher self, divinity, your own intuition, third eye. Yeah, but they did not give me a form for your Lenormand. They just gave me that image. So having said that, we just have 4 cards pulled for your Lenormand, and we have the Clover. Okay. And we have the Dog. And we have the Man. Very interesting. And then we have the Bear. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay, so in this message here, it will be a chance encounter, a chance opportunity, something you don't expect, something you didn't plan. But first, this person will come off as like either friendly or friendly demeanor, or it will form off first as a friendship, and then from there it will transpire into something more. As they become more interested in you, they're more drawn to you, then they will make a more they will take a stronger approach to you. They will take the initiative to approach you. And some of them, it could be a man as well, or someone with masculine energy, more so than feminine. Some of them may be a bit stockier, so kind of bigger in size, perhaps taller than you, or yeah, I'm just getting stockier, so maybe they're bigger, rounder, yeah, than you. Or the other aspect, or the other message I should say, is yes, one is referring to their physical kind of stature, being stockier, and the other being more like a knowledgeable, kind of like a boss type, someone who's very someone who knows, understands what they want very well. Yes, someone who's clear in what they want. Yeah, lovely. So it'll be a chance encounter. Start out as a friendship at first, and then they will take the initiative to pursue you, and yeah, it will be a very strong, enduring kind of relationship. Wonderful to hear. Who knew this would turn into a love reading? At least for most of you anyways. For those of you who are not resonating with the love portion of this relationship reading, or the relationship aspect of this reading, perhaps it's just stepping into your own power at the moment and releasing relationships that are not beneficial for you to attract what you actually want into your life. Yeah, by getting strong vibes for relationships here. All right, let's look into your tarot. So we have the Ace of Fire with Mullen. Ooh, yeah. This relationship will start off like a flaming torch. 3 of Water with Lemon Balm, which is 3 of Cups. Ace of Wands here, 3 of Cups. Okay. Huh. Perhaps this chance encounter is at a luncheon, a meeting, a little matinee, brunch, something set up perhaps outdoors even. Yeah. Huh. Some form of small celebration. event. Okay. 3 of fire, which is 3 of wands with calendula. Okay. Seeing, hearing you are collaborating, seeing eye to eye. It's like your passions are fueled on the same wavelength, so it feeds into each other very well. Okay, and then we have the 4 of air with lavender, or 4 of swords. Getting a lot of outdoorsy vibes. Perhaps this is in spring coming next year. Yeah, spending gentle time together, almost like in a garden sort of place. It doesn't have to be a garden, it could be out in a field somewhere, right? Or somewhere where you do kind of planting or herbal or gathering kind of events together. Okay. And we have the 6 of swords with cattail. Yeah, I see a lot of creative projects together. It's like these projects are kind of like reprieve or relief from your daily routine, and that's what's going to bring you two together. It's these little projects, little activities, little gatherings. Yeah, I see very small energy of little things that will eventually blossom into something big, but at first it starts as all these little activities that you do that seemingly are very innocent, very minor. You know, like you go out for brunch, you go out for some lavender gathering, you go out to try a new project, to perhaps make some decoctions, tinctures, things like that. Or, you know, writing activities like out in nature. Yeah, these very gentle, mellow, minor things, but also very pleasant is the right word for it. Very soothing, very pleasant, in very gentle kind of ways. Yeah. Wow, absolutely lovely. Okay. Yeah, so let's see. Do we need any clarification on this? Let's see. What do we want to know more, Spirit? Because that's pretty straightforward reading for your message, pile number 3. It seems like there's a lovely connection coming in. You may not be aware of it. It'll come out of the blue, a serendipitous, a chance meeting, a chance encounter. But it's going to grow and blossom into something really nice. It'll start out small at first, but it'll be great. And because, at the moment, you're a lot more focused on yourself here and your self-development, perhaps in your career or something else. But romance is in the back of your mind, but it's not in the forefront of your mind. I think we kind of want to end it there. Do we want to end it there, Spirit? Okay, let's get a message for... Actually, hold on. Let me grab another deck here. Yeah, can we get a final message on this, please, Spirit? It seems pretty straightforward, pile number 3. Seems like a lovely story that's about to happen. And if for some of you that it has already begun, that's absolutely wonderful. I'd love to hear. Congratulations on that. Keep going forward with it. It seems to bring you a lot of joy. but they seem to maybe point out or want me to do a bit more of a message on perhaps the self-development, or if you have any final messages for pile number 3, please, Spirit, can we please know? Okay, let's do, yeah, no, we're good to shuffle. All right, can we get one final message for pile number 3, please, Spirit? This one, this one, this one. This one really comes, okay. That one really wants to come out. So let's see here. We have adventure. Let me reorganize this real quick. So they come out in the order that we selected them. So we have adventure. Yeah, all these mini adventures. It's very innocent energy here. With the Page of Pentacles. Okay, and we have receptivity. Okay. You're going to be thrilled in your emotions. That's absolutely lovely. And we have maturity. I see. See, this is what you become. And that's why the energy is so resonant that it just naturally pulls your pull like a magnet, your soulmate straight to you. You don't even have to do anything. All you have to do, and all you have done already, is focus on your self-development. It's that mature energy that will naturally attract to you. We have 4 of Wands with participation. Lovely. Of course. We end with the 3 of Cups on celebration. Again. The 3 of celebration, I mean the 3 of Cups twice here. Yeah, no, I see you. There's message for both here, both aspects. I see why they're tying in together so well for this reading. Yeah, and the centering of it is because of your self-development, yeah, the work you've done on yourself, the personal growth, the expansion yeah, the progress that you have made in terms of your self-development. Your wisdom has matured, your energy has matured, it has, you know, raised its vibration, its frequency, and now is naturally attracting those who are like-minded to you. I mean, like spirit, I should say, to you, in terms of the relationship. Yeah, you'll be thrilled, you'll be exuberant, you'll be ecstatic in your emotions in regards to with this relationship. It's a very gentle, loving relationship, and it's going to bring great celebration to you. All these participation in these little activities that are seemingly so innocent, so fun, so joyful. Such a wonderful energy, pile number 3. I love this for you. There's going to be so much fun, so much celebration. You'll be dancing in the rain. You won't even care. You won't even know about it, because you'll be so thrilled and so happy and ecstatic in this relationship. It's going to be absolutely wonderful for you. Wow, I am so happy for you, pile number 3. That the energy, the feeling is just so great. The maturity of what you become, absolutely amazing. Much kudos to that. And then naturally you attract a frequency, and a vibrancy of someone who is so in tune and in resonance with you into your life. And there's going to be a lot of merriness, mirth, happiness to this loving connection, and I'm looking so much forward to it for you, and I hope you are too. All right, pile number 3, that was such a wonderful reading. Thank you for joining us here with your energies. I'm so happy to hear for you. If you found the reading insightful, like and share and subscribe for more messages. With that, I wish you an absolutely wonderful, amazing day. Take care, shine bright, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye, pile number 3.